Hi guys, today we're going to be recapping the ultimatum. This is episode 9 and it's ultimatum day. But before we get into this episode, I do want to mention I have another channel. If you are a true crime lover, please go check it out. Let's get started with today's episode recap. Haley and Blake are facing their ultimate decision. Blake gave Haley the ultimatum, but now he seems undecided. Haley has taken responsibility for her part with the problems between her and Killian, and maybe even between her and Blake. But Blake has become undecided after falling for Ashley. Although he never had a chance because Ashley has always been ride or die for Killian. But this guy thought he had a chance. He got mad at the end when he realized he didn't, and he turned on her so fast. It was hard to watch. Haley looks gorgeous and Blake looks good too. He's also incredibly emotional and he can barely talk, but she's supportive of him and gentle with him. Blake knows they were struggling with emotional neglect from him, maybe from her too, but has Blake changed? I am not so sure. The way he turned on Ashley the last 2 days of their trial marriage was bizarre. I mean, this wasn't how he was treating her the entire time. It's confusing to Ashley and confusing to the audience. The way he shut her down, the way he shuts down anybody when he gets angry is aggressive and very immature. He proposes, which is shocking to me. These two are not a good match. And they've been together for a while. Blake thinks he has the tools in his toolbox to make this relationship work. Really, Blake? I don't see it. I don't see it at all. He seems to be emotional, but I'm not sure if it's because he's happy or if he's just nervous. I'm just not a fan of Blake, can you tell? But Haley seems excited for the future, and hopefully things have changed. So if she's excited, I'll try to be excited for her too. It's Mother's Day, and even all those years later, it's still a really hard day for Casey. It's a day of mourning. And if David proposes today on Mother's Day, then maybe she can replace those really sad feelings with happy feelings. David is still talking about how he could see marrying a woman like Monica. No way, that girl is so fake. She's not emotional like Casey. You wouldn't be into that at all. Casey's actually really surprised to learn from David that he thinks that they had more bad days than good days. But Casey still loves her man and she's not waiting any longer. If he doesn't propose, then she's going to be forced to leave the relationship. And she really doesn't want to do that because she sees a lot of promise in David. Casey is absolutely stunning and she's glowing and she looks adoringly at her man, and David notices. And she lets him know how she feels about him, how she loves that he's so disciplined and hardworking, and that she really wants him to be the father of her children. And this makes him feel great. David is incredibly emotional. He realizes how special this girl is and how he wants to prove to her he can make her happy. And we have another proposal. David understands love isn't always fun or easy, but Casey is worth it. And that's what she wanted him to discover. And he did. Casey was the one who gave David the ultimatum, and she's glad he finally sees her side. The conversation between Killian and Ashley's dad wasn't great, but this was an important moment for the family. Clearly, Ashley wants Killian to be her husband, and he did what he needed to do. Tried to mend the relationship. It's just going to take time. And Ashley's dad wants to make sure that it's just not words. He wants to see actions. It's too bad when parents make their kids' relationships difficult, but typically they can see what their kids can't. Of course, per usual, Ashley looks absolutely stunning. And I can't imagine Killian not proposing to this angel. Killian is grateful for Ashley. I mean, really grateful. He knows what a gem she is, and he knows he's lucky to have her. Yes, he had fear of commitment, but that fear almost cost him his relationship. And let me tell you, if he let that girl go, he would never get over it. Ashley's incredibly proud of Killian, and she's so supportive and loving and kind to him. I'm sure it's because she compared him to Blake. I mean, yikes. Killian is so nervous, but he can't imagine living without his girl. Killian tells Ashley, most people would fall in love with your exterior, but I've fallen in love with your heart. The letter's beautiful. It's heartfelt and exactly what Ashley needed to hear. Now he just needs to put his ego aside and win her dad over. Her dad's very egotistical, just like Killian. I swear she's marrying her father, but that's usually how it goes. Monica and Luke have known one another since she was 13 years old. It's a very long time. Luke is scared and he's excited at the same time. He's ready to get his life started with Monica by his side. Luke feels like he treated Monica like she was so perfect that she was afraid to fail and let him down. Lucas is beyond nervous because the stakes are high. This is his girl and he can't imagine life without her. He's incredibly in love with Monica and they have a very strong faith. What a beautiful man Luke is. I mean, really, she couldn't pick a better man for her future children and for herself. She's truly blessed, and I do believe she knows it. When Monica interrupts him before he's going to propose, my heart absolutely sunk. Sometimes when someone loves someone so much, they don't allow them to miss them or love them back. This is what I was scared was happening with Monica and Luke. But it wasn't. She loves him to the moon. He is her guy and her everything. These two allow each other to love each other wholeheartedly. And that's a really beautiful thing to watch. It's so great when Luke looks up in the sky to God and thanks him, because that's who we all need to thank. He is our navigator in life. I couldn't be happier for these couples. They all said yes. But I just don't know about Blake and Haley, especially since what we've learned with the domestic violence situation. I don't have high hopes for their future, but I'm glad the rest of them are doing well, and I can't wait to watch the next episode. I hope you'll watch it with me. It's going to be the reunion episode. And then hopefully we're going to watch a What Are They Doing Now episode pretty shortly. All right, you guys, take care. Bye.